Hi Twin Flames, Lisa here from Lisa's Twin Flame Coaching. Something that comes up a lot on this journey is that many twin flames have age gaps, and these age gaps can be as small as just a year or two, or they can extend out to 15, 20, 30, 40 years. So I have heard of twins having like really big age gaps. I've also heard of twins who do not have any age gap at all. So there's no right or wrong for your journey. It will differ for everybody. But many twins will have this significant age gap that poses a challenge for their connection, and it just adds another layer of challenge for them. So if you have an age gap in your twin flame dynamic, this is not a reason for you not to come into union. It is definitely something that can be overcome, and it's definitely something that does not need to stand in the way of you two being together. The idea of there being an age gap is just another way that this beautiful twin flame connection helps break down societal conditioning, and it shows the world that things like age gaps, gender, location, and stuff like that just really don't matter in the case of true unconditional love. So if you have an age gap with your twin, then initially you might feel quite self-conscious about this, especially if you are the older twin, and also maybe if you are a woman. So like I am a woman and my twin is younger than me. So it can like bring up a lot of insecurities. It can bring up a lot of fears because you are the older twin in the connection. So whilst it can be the male being older than the female, or the other way around, quite often I do see a lot of the females being older than the males. So a lot of the divine feminines who are women are older than their divine masculines who are men. And as we know, it isn't always gender based, but it's just a very common thing that I do see is that many females are older than their males. And often in society, we're conditioned to think like the man is meant to be older than the woman. We're conditioned to think there shouldn't be huge age gaps and stuff like that. But this twin flame journey comes in to show you that none of those rules apply. This is not a typical connection. This is not a typical relationship. So none of those rules apply to the twin flame story. Age gaps will not be a barrier. They may cause triggers and fears, and they may need to be healed, but they certainly are not a reason that you and your twin cannot be in partnership. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things that happen when the female is older than the male. So like I am a female divine feminine, and my twin is a male divine masculine, and there is a significant age gap. So what happens when there is an age gap like this? It can cause the divine feminine to feel unworthy. It can make her feel a little bit self-conscious that she's older. Perhaps it makes her more self-conscious about her body or her face or her age. So this can in turn like really trigger her insecurities. So part of this journey, one of the core values is self-worth. So through the twin triggering this and through the twin mirroring this to you, there may be a lot of healing that comes up for the divine feminine, so that self-worth can be healed, so that the divine feminine realizes that age is just a number, and that beauty lies within. So beauty is about the soul. It's not about the exterior all the time, like we are conditioned to believe in society. So beauty is about, what lies within you, and this is when age simply does not matter. You and your twin souls are what are drawn to each other. That's where the beauty lies. So your twin will not only find you beautiful inside and out, but things like age gaps are just merely there to help trigger and heal anything that comes up for each twin. So I know as being the older female that like I felt a little bit self-conscious that he would think I was too old, would I look bad later on next to him, and things like that. So a lot a lot of triggers do come up around that. It's huge. But you start to realize that age really doesn't matter, and it's quite common if you and your twin are together that you probably look really good together. And excuse me, you also learn that it doesn't matter what other people think. So everybody else is going to have an opinion on your relationship, on your age gap, but does it really matter? Since when do we need to start listening to what everybody else is telling us to do? Who you choose to love, who you choose to be with, does not have to fit into everybody else's box. So you learn to accept that there is an age gap. It's not a big deal. And, too bad if anyone else has a problem with it, because this is your life and you get to choose who you want to love. So, I just wanted to really reiterate here that the age gap is more of a problem for others than it would be for you and your twin. So try to block out the noise, try to block out everybody else's opinions, and really go on how you feel. If you have found true love, if you have found your divine counterpart, then a little thing like age and numbers simply do not really matter. Yes, they can pose certain challenges that have to be dealt with for sure, but there's no reason that together you can't overcome all of these things. So I hope that helps if you have an age gap. I do talk about this in my courses. Just wanted you to know that it's very common, and it's not something to be too concerned about. Just try to understand that you will be very beautiful to your twin flame, regardless of age, just as your twin flame is very, very beautiful to you.